Hey, I'm James. This is my bike check. I ride the Inspired Arcade. It's awesome. I've had a few people ask me about my setup because it's not what most trials riders ride. Basically a big BMX with brakes. One of the questions I get is, why is your seat so high? I like to have a full hand of seat post for pinching the seat with my legs, for bar spins, for suicide no-handers. And I just find it more comfy just when you're riding to and from spots. You can sit down and chill. Chromag Saddle. It's nice and wide and soft. On Conti Mac Tires. Man, they perform well. I run about 40 psi in the back, 35 or 30 in the front. I find that running less in the front alleviates some pain from my wrists. 22-15 gear ratio. I used to run 22-16, but I found that I like to go fast. KMC Kool chain is blue. There's no reason for that. Hope rear hub, Inspired 15mm through axle front hub, Bomber. Inspired rims that are 3 years old and are still straight. They're blowing my mind. Avid BB7s for the brakes, 180mm. I find they're just as strong as hydraulic brakes. They don't modulate as well as hydraulic brakes. That's the downside. But they're less than half the price. And when I crash, I throw the bike a lot. Not on purpose, but it does get thrown, and the brakes often get broken. So that's why I run less expensive brakes. The brake levers are loose so that when I crash, they're less likely to break. BMX style flanged grips. It gives me an idea of where my hand is on the bar, and it keeps my hand from going too far in. Another thing people pointed out is my ridiculous number of headset spacers. When I got the new Inspired Arcade frame kit, the fork was uncut, and I thought, maybe I can run my old dirt jump stem on it, which is really short, it's 40mm, and maybe that'll help my bar spins. So I put a ton of spacers underneath it. There's maybe 5 centimeters of spacers there. New for this year, I'm running metal pedals. I used to do a lot of crank arm grinds, and I used to bash my shins a lot, which is why I moved to plastic. But what I find with the metal pedals is that my feet slip less, and I can do different tricks like inverts and shoulder buzzers, and my feet pull the bike back to me better. Got an on button. When I turn the bike on, it throws bar spins on its own, and I hop 2 inches higher. All you need is a magic marker or an enchanted marker of some sort. The other most important part of my bike is the magnet. A centered magnet keeps you centered. Another important part of the bike setup is the shoe. I like really old shoes that are super flexy so that I can wrap my toes around the pedals. So there's my bike check. I hope to see more short stems and high saddles out there.